Don't you hate it whenever you have a home service technician come to your house and they're not very professional, on time, or interested? Well, that's not how we roll at A1. Today we're going to find out how.
Welcome to the Garage Authority podcast powered by A1. I'm your host, Jonathan Phillips, and today we have the one and only Jonathan Phillips. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
Holy cow. I thought I was in the room with Daniel Day-Lewis, dude. That's crazy.
That was silly
Or is
time.
it imitation is the greatest form of flattery or whatever like that? Yeah, dude. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
I'm feeling great. I just got my brand new garage door. So
Yes, that's why we had
we
to
are
do this
stoked,
episode.
yes.
I feel like it goes in a continuum of
Yes.
Our previous episode the last time we had you on. How was that experience?
Wonderful.
Yeah?
It was absolutely, and I'm not just saying that, it was something that, I mean, of course, I went through A1 when getting my new door.
Yes.
Obviously, I work here, but from point A to point Z, it was something that I couldn't recommend more to other people, especially because I was the one kind of in charge of this entire process. My fiance actually had his name underneath the job.
Oh.
So I kind of put them to a test because I work here. I wanted to see how are they going to treat me.
You got to do some like undercover boss type stuff?
Some undercover stuff because I do know quite a bit of the techs here, and I didn't want them to know that, you know, this was my door they were going to be working on. So they came out, they took the measurements, and they got us all set up. We had to work through the HOA, and so there were a couple of things we had to do there. Super seamless, easy process. And then they came back out, they did the install, and I mean, it was wonderful. They talked me through everything. I asked a lot of questions that you had actually brought up and the last time I was here, and kind of put them to the test, and they probably were like, why does this girl know so much about garage doors?
Yeah, I think you might have given it up right there.
And then at that point, I did tell them I do work for A1, and I let them know, and I think he did recognize me as well. But, you know, they made sure that I knew what they were doing every single time, and you don't have to be out there standing there with your garage door installer asking them questions the entire time. I was just fascinated by it and wanted to know, before you're going to do this to my house, you know, there were concerns that we had. We had just removed popcorn ceiling from the garage door, or the roof in the garage door, the ceiling of the garage. And, you know, that concerned me. Was that going to be an issue? What was that like? And they just talked me through everything. I mean, they are truly the pros there.
Yeah.
And so I had a wonderful experience. I mean, I look like the type of person who wouldn't know anything about garage doors. So it was really fun for me to just get in there and ask them a ton of questions. So
I actually just, I'm so happy that your experience was great, but I also wanted to talk through the process and just quality check just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see, when you were talking, I was like, I wonder what the phone call looked like for that first technician to come out there.
Sure.
So how it's supposed to look is that they call you, right? And it should just be like, we're gonna role play it right now.
Okay.
Tell me if you got something similar to this.
Okay.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, this is John Phillips with A1 Garage Door. Is this JC?
Yes, this is.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. Hey, I just want to give you a courtesy call ahead and let you know I'm about 25 minutes away. Is that okay?
Yeah, I will be here. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, of course. Now, I am going to stop and get gas and an energy drink or something. Can I pick you up a cup of coffee or anything? It's kind of early.
Oh, actually, I already had my morning coffee, so.
All right, you sure?
Yeah, but thank you.
Okay.
That's so nice.
Yeah, totally. So I'll see you in about 25 minutes, okay?
Perfect. See you then.
Yes.
That's exactly how it went. And I was so taken back. I did contemplate. I'm like, do I want a coffee? But I had just had so much caffeine, I didn't need it. But truly blew my mind when they asked that, because it just took me back, and like how sweet that they're considering me coming to my house, you know, and my property, and asking me those questions. It immediately made me trust the technician, because you just don't hear that ever.
No.
And so it was such a unique experience, and really, really took me back. Yeah.
I think that's the craziest part. Whenever, because I have friends that don't work at A1 that own other garage door businesses, and they're just like, you guys train them for how? Like, how much can you really train about springs? And I'm like, I'd say that's like technical work's like 50% of it. Like, a lot of it is like they need to be able to do the art of home service.
Right.
Like, there is an experience that we want a client to have whenever they come to our company and choose to do business with us. And that's like, it's part of it is just, hey, this homeowner's about to make a huge investment. You know, some of these houses, if you can't see the garage door, it's going to be like 40% of your curb appeal. It's a big deal. We want you to be really happy. Like, this is going to be what you pull up to at your home, you know, engaged, making a family. Like, a lot of people may not think that that's a big deal, but we find that really important. So from that phone call, them making you feel comfortable, explaining everything, showing all the different parts. Now, I wanted to know exactly, so we have a new system. So we talked about before on the previous one, did I talk to you about where we take a picture of your home and put the garage door on it?
Yes.
There's another thing that we have. So the presentation on the tablet, whenever you got with the door sale, we have this new one, and I don't know if they made it to you in time, so it's a yes or no, but did they have it to where it was basically like a PowerPoint on that tablet when you were talking to someone on the phone?
Yes, they did.
How cool is that?
Insane.
Dude.
It was truly, I mean, it's just the technology. I felt it wasn't just like on a piece of paper where you just scribble, chicken scratch, you can't understand anything. Like, everything was so professional. It was amazing to see that.
Yeah, I've been in the industry. I'm not too old. So there's some people that have been in garage doors that are going to laugh at me. But I started on carbon copy paper. Like, here's a brochure with all the doors. You tell me what you want. I'm going to write it out. Rip. Here's your receipt.
Yep.
I'll be back in 2 days, 2 weeks, depending on the door. And with this one, with the actual picture of the house and going through all the packages and the pricing or the monthly pricing that they showed you if you chose to use that, and the different types of warranties and everything. I don't know. I saw when they had that, and I was like, this is what we've been missing as far as that art of service standard, to just make it more easily palatable instead of just a bunch. You got 7 books from different companies, and you're circling and starring stuff. Now it's just kind of it's like a Build-A-Bear for your garage door, and then it just presents it perfectly for you. So it's been really cool. But also what I wanted to go into is what questions do you have now that you know a little bit more about garage doors, know about the process, and now you have that garage door installed? How can we help you as far as being a new homeowner and taking care of your garage door?
Yeah, I mean, I came from obviously a really old door to begin with, and so, you know, it's a brand new, like, it was literally just installed, brand new door. Do I need to have maintenance on it within a year? I mean, is that typical? Like, how does that look?
I think that people are going to think that that was like a softball one, because for sure you're going to need it. And we have a membership program. Now with your door, it is a very nice, I believe you got the 5-star, which is top of the line. And then with that one, and your door in particular, because it's a steel back, it's only 2 inches thick, but it's kind of regular parts. So that one is just yearly. And then, like I said, with your fiance, or you're going out into the garage every 3 months, doing that balance test, lubricating those moving parts. You don't have to get crazy with it, just touch them up. But with that membership, what's going to happen is, one, now with the warranty you got lifetime warranty on your springs. Now, but there's a difference between a warranty on a part and a labor warranty. Now, a labor warranty, mostly at A1, it's like, yes, you don't have to pay for that part anymore, but we still got to pay that technician to come out there and replace those things down the line. You know what I mean? But when you're on that membership, like, everything's covered. You're good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's less than Netflix.
Okay, so with the warranty, just because I obviously did the best of the best and wanted, you know, everything for my door, will you guys reach out to me when it's time for maintenance and all that?
Yeah.
Or, okay, so that doesn't, I don't have to call you
Nope.
guys. Okay.
Nope. It's completely like you own the house and you own the door, but we own the service.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So also, we almost talked about it out in the hallway, but I wanted to save it for the episode. You had questions about paint in your HOA.
Yeah. So we had gotten a door that needs to be painted, and we ended up just going through the HOA to have that door painted. So, I mean, what does that process look like? Is that something that you can do the paint match on it? Do we need to go through the HOA first? Like, can you explain that?
So typically when you're talking with an HOA, and I will say this is a mistake that HOAs make a lot, is if usually it's more common in Phoenix, is that they want you to repaint your house every 5 years, 6 years, something like that. And what happens with that is they typically want you to paint the garage door as well. But what happens is you have a lifetime finish and it's a perfect match. So unless you are going to change the house's color, if you paint over it, it can ruin that lifetime finish. Now, have I seen like bad stories happen from that? Not really, because it has a lifetime finish and then you're painting over it every 5 years. So it really is protecting the door. So it is rare that I see that happen, but you do need to understand. And maybe you can bring that up with your HOA. Like, hey, this is lifetime finished. If they see it start to oxidize or anything, we can just get it replaced. But once you put that paint on the door, the manufacturer is going to be like, we're not going to do that anymore. So these are kind of things to where, you know, maybe an HOA isn't, maybe, especially because you said the house is 1960, 1970?
1970, yeah.
1970. So maybe the HOA there, they're used to older doors to where that wasn't available at that time. So maybe this is something to bring up the warranty. Like, hey, it's a lifetime finish. Can we not paint the door? Don't require us to do that. If you see it start to oxidize, we can reach out to the company and the manufacturer and start to take care of it.
Got it.
Instead of painting it and ruining it every single time. But that's completely up to you.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be more common in a lot of neighborhoods because we moved into an older neighborhood. People are going to start doing renovations, and that's what we're already seeing within the neighborhood we moved. So that's a really good point because people are going to do that. I mean, that's just inevitable. So
yeah, totally. And I would say the last thing, since you talked about warranty, it kind of reminded me, like, I feel like there's a misunderstanding that clients have with warranty. Like, let's say you have lifetime warranty springs. Cool. Now, let's say that you got kind of the cookie cutter, you know, a different homeowner out there, and they just got like a manufacturer warranty of maybe 1 year of the moving parts. But there's a little trick when it comes to like garage door panels where they'll say, oh, these are lifetime warranted. If your springs are only warranted for 5 years, just imagine with me. So the spring's the muscle of the door, right? And then you have the operator attached to it. Your springs broke while you were at work, and then you pull into your driveway and you click the button to open your garage door, but the counterbalance system doesn't work anymore. Can you imagine some things that might happen to your door if that operator tries to pull it, but there's no oomph behind it anymore? Right. It could go anywhere from door coming off track, bending the top panel. You know, you have a smarter operator, so the forces and stuff should kick in, but some homeowners don't upgrade the operator. So what they get confused on is just like, well, the panels are lifetime warranted. Well, that's if everything's working good. You know what I mean? But that spring that you got this door installed 6 years ago and I had a 5-year warranty, well, it's because that spring broke that the operator messed up your panel. So they're not going to honor covering that panel anymore. Does that make sense? So a lot of, and this is in a lot of practices in home service. But in particular to the garage door, since I could speak on that, is like, yeah, these might be the certain part that's like a lifetime, but these other parts that are really important for the function of that, if those fail, all of a sudden that warranty's gone. So that's why it's really important, you know, that you went with a 5-star, or you could have gone up to a 6-star if you wanted to where it's like lifetime parts, labor warranty. So it's not only what's going to set and look pretty, but also the parts that move it. So in case anything goes bad, like, it's just covered. You don't have to deal with it anymore. So, like, once again, if you're a homeowner and you don't have someone that's going to sit down at the kitchen table or even over the phone and kind of explain, I'm very honest with the limits of it. Like, Max Life Spring, once again, cool. You don't get that on your cables. You don't get that on your drums. That's about a year. You know what I mean? One of those snaps, and then it ruins that spring. Things get a little bit weird. So if people are just saying, like, it's the best warranty in the world, you'll never have to worry about it, when does it not? That's a question that a homeowner should be asking. But with yours, with the labor warranty, as many lifetime warranty parts as we can on it and the finish that you have, you're about as covered as you could get in the industry. So you're going to be good to go. Now you can focus on all the other renovations that you want, the backyard, making it an oasis, the kitchen, the bathrooms, all those things.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm super excited, and it's been wonderful to work with A1, and obviously I'm plugging them because I work here, but truly it has been an incredible experience. I've told all my friends, and I'm like, just because I work here, I'm not just saying this, but you really should go with A1, and they have, and they've experienced everything that I have, so it's been awesome.
Dude, I'm glad that, I don't know, I take a lot of pride in it because the people that came out there I trained. So it's just like, man, we're doing some good in the world right now. So it's been great having you back on.